back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every week, and I'd love it if you would subscribe and come back for more videos in the future. Today's video is going to be a Debt Snowball update. I posted my last Debt Snowball update around this time last month, I think, and at that point in time I had just started making progress on the smallest credit card in my list of debts, which is a Lowe's card that we used to pay off our washer and dryer. I talked about how it was not in our plan to buy a new washer and dryer, but we went ahead and did it because we needed to, and we were able to get, using our Lowe's credit card, we were able to get 0 interest for 6 months, so it was our goal to pay off this credit card as quickly as possible, try to avoid paying interest. We started paying this off on October 20th, 2020, and throughout the month of October, you know, we made some progress. We had gotten it down to around $17.54. So, you know, a little bit of a dent, and now today we're going to talk about everything that I managed to pay in the month of November. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that for the last couple of weeks, whenever I have done my budget results videos, if I have had any cash left over in my cash envelopes, whether I had set aside money for spending and not spent it all throughout the week, or I had extra money that I didn't spend on gas, eating out, miscellaneous, any extra money at the end of the week, I stuck in this Debt Snowball envelope, and now is the time when we are going to count this up and see how much cash throughout the month I've managed to accumulate to go towards an extra debt payment. Then we're going to talk about all of the other debt payments I've made throughout the month, and we'll color in my chart here, which is from debtfreecharts.com, by the way. I have them linked down below, and we'll see how much progress I managed to make in the month of November. So, let's go ahead and count this cash up, and it's all sorts of willy-nilly, so I'm going to arrange it while I'm at it. So I have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, $51. So this $51 is going to go to the bank, and I'm going to make an extra $51 payment. Obviously, that's exciting. This is all money that I had initially set aside for other things, didn't use, and rather than just blow it on something unnecessary, I set it aside, and now I get to make an extra $51 payment, which is exciting. So really quickly, let's go ahead and go back to the start of November here in my Budget by Paycheck workbook and talk about the other payments we were able to make. All right. So November 3rd, the budget for November 3rd, I had set aside our typical $150 in Debt Snowball money, and I had paid that. And then I also had an extra $19.09 from when I paid all of my bills. Some of the bills came in lower than I expected, or I budgeted higher than I needed to, and so I was able to send an additional $19 that week for a total of $169 in the first week of November. For the second week of November, once again, I sent my typical $150, and I had $3.86 left over in this bills category, so I sent that as an extra payment as well. And of course you can see here that I had set aside $21 in cash. That's here. There was $5 in cash the first week, which I forgot to mention. So you can see how it's just small amounts of money, but it adds up. The third week in November, I sent my typical $150 to our debt Snowball as always. I also took my full YouTube income after I took out 30% for taxes and sent that right to the credit card as well. So every dime that was mine from my YouTube income, from all of you guys watching my videos, I was able to send right to our Lowe's card for an extra $187. And then I also had $13.79 left over from our bills category, which I sent for a grand total of $350.79 that week. And I also added an additional $25 to my stack of cash here. And lastly, for the fourth week of November, this week actually has not finished yet, so I may still have more money at the end of the week to send, but for now we're just gonna talk about the $150. I did make that extra debt Snowball payment this morning, and if I have any money left over in my bills category or my cash envelopes category, that'll have to be added up at the end of the week. I didn't want to wait until then to film this video. I wanted to get it up for you guys, so we may even have a higher amount paid in November than what I'm talking about today, but we'll just go with that. So as you can see, it was quite a bit. So at the end of last month, I had colored into this $1,754 mark, and right now I'm going to go in to my credit card statement and we're gonna see what the total is now, and we're gonna color this in. I'm so excited. I made really great progress in the month of November. With all of the extra payments that I have made so far, it looks like my credit card is sitting at $925.14. We're going to go ahead and subtract this $51 from that, because I'm going to make that payment just as soon as I go to the bank, which means that my total for this card after I make that payment will be $874.14, which means I can color all the way to this $893 mark. Not quite lower than that, but 893 is what I'll be able to color to, which is so exciting. I made so much progress. I'm going to pull in my colored pencils, and I think for October I'm going to use a combination of this light blue color and this violet color. So I chose orange and black to represent October. I felt like that was fitting, and for November we'll do this combination of colors. So I made huge progress in the month of November. We went from, $1,750 all the way down to $893. So that's what, like $850 plus that I was able to pay off in November. I know for some of you that might not seem like a whole lot. Maybe you have larger incomes, or you're able to dedicate more to your debt payments, but for me that is huge. And if to you it seems like a huge unattainable number as well, keep in mind we have been on this debt-free journey for quite some time. We have managed to get our debt Snowball up to $150 a week. That was money that we were paying in minimum payments to other cards that we have managed to pay off so far this year. So we have come a long way. We were not making huge strides like this towards our debt even at the beginning of this year, you can go back and look at some of my videos back then. We were making very small steps towards progress. You know, it's all subjective. How much money is a lot of money is subjective. It's based on how much money you earn and what your goals are. But for us, this is a huge amount of money being sent to slowly chip away at our credit card debt. We still have, after this card, I think we still have 4 more cards, and they all have huge balances. We still have a long way to go, but we're making progress, and that deserves to be celebrated. And that is why I sit down at the end of every month and figure out exactly how much we've paid and color in my charts. It's just really great motivation for me to keep going. And a lot of you have said that it really motivates you guys as well to see the progress I'm able to make. So some months we have large amounts of money to send. Oops, I colored it in a little bit too far there, but that's okay. Some months it's less. It just depends. You know, some months we have a lot higher bills and other goals that we're focusing on, but I'm pretty pleased with this progress, and I'm really excited I was able to keep all of that extra cash back from, you know, our cash envelopes, money that would have been spent on other things and could have been spent on other things. That's what it was initially budgeted for, but because I didn't spend it all, I'm so excited I was able to put it towards my debt rather than just, you know, spend it on something unnecessary. I'm just glad we were able to make the decision to use that towards our extra debt payments, and also that I was able to do that extra debt payment from my YouTube income. I'm very excited about that. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube by any stretch of the imagination, but the little bit that I'm able to bring in and add to our debt payoff is hugely exciting for me. All right, you guys, I still have a lot of coloring to do, so I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and finish coloring this in, and then I'll be back to wrap up this video. All right, you guys, so that is it. I've got it all filled in. You can see I colored in a little bit past where I was supposed to because I wasn't paying attention, but overall, that's a pretty big chunk of money I was able to send in the month of November. I don't want to jinx this, so I probably shouldn't even say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am really hoping we're going to be able to pay this credit card off in December. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to pay off even more in December than we did in November in order to do it. But I'm hoping that this card will be paid off before the start of the new year. My husband does have a little Christmas bonus that's supposed to be coming, so if that pans out and we get that, we should be able to send that to this card. And that, in addition to our regular debt Snowball payments every week and any income I'm able to bring in from YouTube, I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, that my next Snowball update will come with me saying that we have paid this card off. We'll see. If not, it'll be January, so that wouldn't be the worst thing, but either way, this should definitely be paid off before the interest kicks in, which is awesome, and I'm very, very proud of the progress that we made in November. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you found it motivating. Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you make big progress in the month of November on your debts? Did you make a small amount of progress? Did you stumble a little and go backwards? It happens to the best of us. It definitely happened to us with this washer and dryer. Let me know. Leave me an update on how your debt-free journey is going down below. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can come back for all of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys!